Rapapapa ching 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 ching. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Friday, the 23rd of January, 2026. We have a exciting show for you today. Andrew's ready to go. We have a wonderful show to get you ready for the New York Open. We're also giving away a $5,000 account courtesy of City Traders Imperium. Let's get over to the show. Hey, Andrew.
What's
Happy
going
Friday.
on? How's things? How are we doing? All right?
Everything's going well. Yep, everything's going good. Everything's going good for me.
How's the trading week?
It's been a bit up and down. It's been a bit tricky. I missed the Trump tweet. I missed the taco trade this week. So that happens. But overall, it's been a steady week. I'm just looking to kind of finish it steady. I think that's my plan. What about you? How's your week been?
Yeah, so I'll go through the month, and that's my segue. What we're going to talk about. I just want to quickly cover what we were speaking about last week about trust in the process, right? So statistically, January, it hasn't been a great start for myself. But then what I've done, I've started back testing for the last, I think it's 3 years that we've done. And what we've done is we saved the Excel file, we loaded that into AI. We actually got a breakdown then of every trade, week by week, day by day, and even the direction to take the trade. So I'm just going to share my screen, if you can add that to the stage for me.
Yeah, there we go.
And here we go. So, yeah, we can see the P&L over time, right? So, statistically, what's it, over 2 years? So we can see the equity curve there. But I was getting a little bit twitchy, actually. So started off January, not the best. And, those doubts start to creep in, right? Is the strategy still working? Am I following the process correctly? And traditionally in the past, and a lot of new traders will do it, that's when they strategy hop, right? So they have a couple of red days or even a couple of red weeks, right? And then they just throw the baby out with the bathwater, start from scratch, and they start that cycle all over again. So I'm just going to quickly summarize. So based on the analysis, 329 trades, January 24 to 26. Here's a breakdown of your opening range breakout strategy. So it's the strategy that two of us use, but I think we trade on different time zones, right?
Time frames.
I'm on a different time zone. But we can see here, so what we got, best and worst days to trade. So we can see Tuesday and Fridays are the best days, followed by Monday. Wednesday, not too good, and I don't trade on a Thursday. So what it's telling me to do is Tuesday, best day, high profitability for longs and shorts. Friday, excellent for shorts, so I'm just looking for short positions on the Friday. And the same with the Monday. So you can see the long positions have a net loss, while Monday shorts are profitable. So what I'm going to do is stop trading this strategy on a Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm just looking to trade Monday shorts, Tuesdays long and shorts, and Fridays shorts. So hopefully end of February, I can give you guys an update of following this strategy of where we're at. So what I would say to you guys in the chat, if you're struggling with your strategy, don't lose hope. Do some back testing, try and get some data for at least 2 years, longer if you can. Run that through some analysis, and it will give you a good indication of your strategy and naturally how you're doing. So after I'd done this, went through the strategy, I'm a lot more confident in what I'm doing. And it's like what I said last week, you need to trust the process. If you are a little bit nervous, you can always reduce your contract size or your lot size, right? So if you've got a winning strategy, back test it, run the data, naturally break it down to see which days is it best to go long, is it best to go short, are both positions profitable. And from that, then you can really get some good data and some confidence for 2026.
Awesome. That is phenomenal. A great data, and it's also, I think, a reminder to play the long game here. And the data is very, very helpful in helping you to prepare for the month, prepare for the quarter, prepare for the year.
Yeah, it definitely gives me a lot more confidence now, because I didn't start trading until the 5th. So it's sod's law, right? The first and the second, they were both green days if I had traded. And then from the 5th, then it's been, I would say, 2 reds, 1 green, 2 reds, 1 green. So it hasn't been the best January. Probably finish January off in a loss, or hopefully break even if we get a good day today and next week. But it'd be interesting at the end of February, we'll come back to this data and we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Andrew. And sometimes I kind of beat myself up a bit, and I get a bit harsh on myself. I'm a little hard on myself if I have a tough trading day, or if I break even for the day. And it's nice to remember, it's a lot more than just the day's performance. And
That's
sometimes
right,
you just have to step back and zoom out.
Yeah, but when you're day trading, you're in the zone, right? And you're seeing it every day. And I think, when you're seeing a red day, psychologically that'll build up over the week. You're putting yourself under, immense pressure then for your green days. So my advice to the chat is just back test as much as you can. Have a look which direction is most profitable for you. And if you're still a little bit nervous, just reduce your contract size, build your equity back up, and then go again. But don't strategy hop. I think that's the lesson learned from running that data of the 2-year back test.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing that, Andrew. And hopefully our viewers can take something from that and apply it to their strategy. They may be doing more of a swing strategy or something slightly unique. And it's still, I think that the principles still apply, irrespective of which strategy you are using for your trading.
Yeah, exactly. So if you trade in, if you trade an ICT or whatever you want to trade, you can do the same thing. Back test, get your data, and really, really drill into that data as well. Don't just look for profitable days or profitable weeks. Have a look for profitable positions, long, short. What's your most profitable day? And you can actually ask, AI to identify, news days, trend days. You can really, really get into the data, and it can give you some confidence. Or I can tell you something else, right? It can just tell you strategy's no good. You need to go back to the drawing board and start again. So it's definitely worth doing. I just want to jump over to the chat in City Traders Imperium. So we got DZ3, we got Jackie, Kumar, we got Khalid, and we got Mr. Sabir. And who else have we got? We got Waris. And we got Khalid saying, I'm taking screenshots here, kind of inspires me pro trader journey. So Khalid, if you drop me a message on X, I'll actually send you the file so you can have a look through it. So go over to Andrew_SFX, and if you drop me a message on X, guys, I will send you all that data through. Rather than sending screenshots, I'll send everything through to you, and I'll actually send you the prompts that I used as well.
Brilliant. Thank you, Andrew. And I'd like to see how this plays out as well for the rest of this year, 2026, because it'd be nice to see the progress and the journey along the way.
Definitely. So I did run it for 3 years, so that was the 2-year data. I ran it for 3 years, and statistically January is a losing month. So going into 2027, that tells me that I'll be reducing contract size, or potentially not even trading, so if I need some extended leave or vacation, I'll be taking it in January, and then hit the ground running February onwards for trading. But that's applicable to the orb strategy. I can imagine other strategies are very profitable in January, right? And they might be less favorable February or March. So whatever strategy you're using, just try and back test as much as you can. Go on to TradingView. They got some great tools on there for back testing. You can get some really good information. What you need to do then is download the Excel file, and then from that, then you can upload that into ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whatever you use, right? And just give it some prompts. You want to know if the
Yeah.
strategy is profitable, what days is profitable, which direction is profitable. You can just keep doing that. But I'm going on a bit. We'll move on.
It's all good. I just wanted to quickly mention before we move on, just a reminder that we are live. So if you do have any comments or questions, make sure that you're asking us while we're here. We got another 20 minutes or so on the show. So any questions or thoughts or even any ideas that you may have, please feel free to pop them in the live chat as always. And then we also have the prize giveaway, Andrew. So we're going to be giving away an account for 5,000 buckaroos, courtesy of City Traders Imperium. So if you are interested in that prize giveaway, we'll pop the link in the live chat and then you can enter. That's it.
Yeah, let's do that now. Again, I got a hard stop at 2:00. So yeah, we'll try to do that giveaway 5 minutes before. So should we chat some charts?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm just putting the link up in the...
While you're doing the link, I just quickly go back into the chat. So we got people trading gold, silver, and what's Elon got up his sleeve? So yeah, I think Elon's the $1 million question. I think we'd all love to know what Elon's up to. But from the socials I follow, they push in the FSD for Tesla quite hard. So they're going from a one-out purchase into a monthly subscription, and I expect a large uptake in that. So that should help Tesla out, right? A lot of people don't want to fork out, $8,000, one hit for FSD on their Teslas, but they're looking to offer that for $100 a month, and I can imagine a lot of people will take him up on that offer. I'm going to be one of them. So, they'll be nervous to pay $1,000 for something that may or may not work in the UK. But, you can certainly try it for $100 a month and see if you get on with it. So, I expect a large increase in our subscription service. So I think that's what Tesla are definitely looking at the moment. And I have seen Elon's causing a little bit of carnage. With his interviews lately, just Elon being Elon, right? And
I think he's his own person. But you're speaking from experience as a Tesla trader. So it's good. It's good to get that experience. So do we want to look at charts? Did we say chat and charts is next?
Yeah, let's get into chat and charts. And should we have a look at gold? I know.
Yeah, why not?
City Traders Imperium like gold.
Yeah, gold has been on a rocket ship high. This is the last 6 months. It's up 46% year to date. Since January 1st, it's up 14%. I don't know, Andrew, what do you think is going to be the next stop? I'm getting messages from people saying they want to short this. They want to short it. They want to short it. What do you think?
Yes. Okay, what time frame are you on? You're on the daily time frame.
This is the daily.
Do you know what? With all the uncertainty in the world right now, Trump at the Davos convention, right? He tore Europe a new one, and this is where safe money goes, right? It goes into precious metals, and I don't know. He's sending warships over into Iran, and even though that's politics affect the markets, right? They have a big impact on the markets. They have a big impact on what we do, and for myself with gold, potentially, I probably wouldn't take that trade. I wouldn't like to bet against gold with the rally that it's on. But then buying at all times highs is not wise either, right? But I'd be looking for some news out of Washington to see what their next political move is.
Yeah, that's some good outlooks. I think you're very much sort of on the same sort of alignment as myself. I think we maybe we see 5,000. We've gotten pretty close to 5,000. The all-time high is 4,967. It's weird how 67 keeps popping up everywhere. But anyway, 5,000 could be a pause point, but I'm not going to try and call a top on this. The trend is your friend. And even Stevie Wonder can see that this trend is up. So
do you want to zoom in on the 1 hour chart so we can have a look for our day traders, just to see what we're thinking?
Of course. So it's like one step down, 3 steps up, 1 step down, 3 steps up. This was from our previous show, 2 shows ago, We were
Right.
calling for it to break through there. If we zoom out a bit, I think this was a call from you, Andrew. You were looking at this as a resistance level to break above, and we ended up breaking above that 2 shows ago.
Yeah, so what I'd say to the chat, don't underestimate the power of a vertical trend line. With other tools, it can be quite powerful, right? So I do like to use vertical trend lines. For myself, I'd be drawing another trend line on the bottom from that. Was it the third swing low?
This one.
Oh, next one over to your right.
One?
This one, yeah. I'd be looking to go from there up.
So, oopsie, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And I would be looking to we either test that level. Yeah, okay. And then we go higher, or if we break that trend line, I'd be looking at open and close below before I went short.
Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Not financial advice.
I think we have some breaking news. Let's have a look at the breaking news terminal. I know some people. Is it now? Sorry, it's in an hour. My bad. Forget I just said that. Yeah, not financial advice, but it could happen. You were right. You were right here. So let's see.
Yeah, I'd be looking at that level. We either get a nice bounce off and we continue up to that all-time high, or if we break below that trend line, potentially I'd be looking to take a short position if I was a day trader on gold. But trend is your friend, and the rally gold's had, I wouldn't bet against it. But rallies do come to an end, right? So it's just being ready to catch that next move.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I just want to say a very good morning to Asha, Asha Ludwig. So Asha, let us know what you're trading today. What are you watching? Are you trading any gold or anything like that, or is there anything else that's on your radar for this Capital Preservation Friday? Let us know. All right, what else we got, Andrew?
So the next one in the chat was silver was mentioned. I don't know anyone that trades silver, mind, but I can imagine we might have some silver holders in the chat.
Let's see. Silver. Let's go to the good old-fashioned silver here. Yeah, it's pretty much following in gold's footsteps here. Yeah, it's doing well. This is a 4-hour chart.
It's still looking bullish, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's still looking bullish on silver. So now so that's more interesting for me. If I was to trade, I might be interested in taking a long position on silver. That seems more appealing than gold.
Yeah. This is a good one. I tend not to trade much. I think these are good. I think if you're more like holding them for a few weeks, few days, they will definitely pay off a lot better if you have the patience here.
And the reason why, just for the chat, if you're wondering why I'm thinking about going long, is the previous candle. I don't know if you can zoom in. So we got a nice
previous candle.
No,
like here.
No, sorry. Go back to the 2-hour chart. The previous candle on the 2-hour chart.
This one.
What chart was you on? The 4-hour.
I was on the 4-hour. Yeah.
Yeah. If you go back to that.
One.
Yeah. So look at the previous candle.
Yeah.
We had a nice push down. We had like a pin bar, whatever you want to call it, right? You had a nice push down on that wick. It actually rejected that push down, right? So the price rejected, price opened up, and it's looking bullish. So if I was to take a trade on silver, I'd potentially be looking to go long.
Yeah, I think you're talking about, is it this one here?
It's a nice point of rejection, right? Price pushed down. Just got rejected, and the bears took control again, and seems to be pushing up quite nicely. So if I was to trade silver, I'd probably take a long position on silver.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the trend is always going to be the right way to go. Looks like we got Daniel Archer here saying silver.
Let's go.
Thank you, Daniel. And Daniel, let us know what you're trading as well today. Let us know what you're looking at. Asha is looking at, she has a Netflix call. So Netflix had earnings earlier this week, and I can actually pull up. Here we go. So on the earnings front, Netflix earnings was on Tuesday after the close, and it moved lower after earnings. And
Yeah,
let's
so
see.
I have been following the news. So Netflix were looking to buy Warner, is that right? And they were looking at doing like a
Yes.
cash deal, but they're looking at
Yes.
breaking Warner up, right? So they're looking at taking the theater releases, maybe some of the series, but I think they're leaving like the games division and things like that behind. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
so that yeah, they'll have the monopoly, right, of the streaming service and some of the
Yeah.
best, the best IPs from Warner. Just one of them, top of my head, would be DC, right? So
Yeah.
yes, they'll be taking all that. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, if they do take over Warner, I think Paramount are also in discussions. That Paramount are looking to buy Warner as well. So a little bit of a battle going on between Netflix and Paramount at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what was possibly in the minds of investors on Tuesday when they announced earnings here, and then we saw a drop lower in the price after earnings came out. So yeah, you're right, Andrew. I think once that gets resolved, we could see some change
Yeah.
in course for Netflix.
Do you have Warner? Do you have Warner there in your charts? Because
Yeah, I can get them.
I believe Netflix is offering like $30 a share outright for Warner. And I don't know where Warner is at the moment. I think it might be around the 8 or 9, right?
There we
So
go.
potentially that could be a good. Where are we at? So it's 20. Okay, so it's going
28.
down. 28. I think Netflix are coming in around $30. It's not that much of an increase actually. I thought it was.
Yeah.
It will be more.
Yeah, I think this is continuing to drag on. I know there's also some questions about whether or not this is going to be seen as a monopoly. Maybe there's some weighing in from President Trump or the regulators. We'll see.
So yeah, I think ethics are being brought into question because Netflix then will have the monopoly of streaming, and I think some of the other streaming services like Disney, Prime, Amazon Prime, they cry and foul about it. But there is a good opportunity. I know Sony have dropped their streaming service, right? They're actually selling direct to Netflix. So, there is opportunities, for the other streaming services to do that as well. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the battle for 2026.
We'll see.
Depends if Netflix gets into the cinema release, right? And then we can start looking at, was it ANC? Is it the cinema groups? So
yes. That's the next stop.
Could be interesting for 26.
Yeah. Ash is just saying that she bought the dip after their earnings release. So that would have been a very wise decision, probably somewhere after earnings here. And fingers crossed that it moves back up. So thank you very much, Asha. We'll see how that moves.
Okay.
All right.
And so next we had on the list will be Bitcoin, right? We always talk about Bitcoin. We'll have a look at that, and then I'll quickly go through the chat with our guys over at the City Traders.
Yep, let's do that. Bitcoin has been it's been a little bit unpredictable. Kind of trying to find. I think it's trying to find a base, trying to find a floor. This is the last 6 months here, so I don't know, Andrew. It's not looking great yet. That's my thoughts. What do you think? I'm gonna pull up another chart. Let's do a bar chart here and here. There we go.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all, right? I've said it, so I'll stick to it. I wouldn't bet against Bitcoin long term, but there's some great opportunities. We seem to be getting some continuation below that 9 moving average, and I just think that lowest pin bar is a key level for Bitcoin. We break that.
This one
there, yeah. I think if we break that and we open below that, I think it's going to be a fantastic selling opportunity on Bitcoin. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. What about yourself? What are you thinking?
I think you're right. I think it's unless it can make a higher high here, and unless it can get back to 100K, I'm still not convinced. I'm not convinced here. It's just trading terribly. I don't know. I don't like how it's looking. Yeah, that's
Okay,
my thoughts. That's my thoughts.
I'm just going to jump over to the chat and right. They've heard Elon's starting a phone company. Well, that'll be interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that will be quite. Waiting for the next big drop. 6-7. It's a Fibonacci thing. So here we know that. Can we check Euro, Japanese yen? So Mandela, I'll pull that up while I'm going through the chat. And where's a good place for IPO discovery? And don't say Robinhood.
Yeah, I think SpaceX is supposed to be. They announced yesterday that they're using like 6 of the biggest banks to do their IPO this year. So there's a site called IPO. I'll if you reach out to me, or I'll tweet it. If you look on Twitter today, there's a newsletter, and then there's also a website where you can get IPO information from.
Excellent.
I'll share
Thanks
that.
for
Yeah.
that. Should we have a look at the Euro, Japanese yen?
Did they say euro? They said euro Japanese yen,
Euro,
or
Euro
Japanese yen?
Japanese,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm pulling it up now. Let's go back to chat and charts. Okay. Haven't looked at this one in a while. And if we
Yeah, I
zoom
can't remember
out,
the last
there we go.
looked at Forex pairs.
Yeah,
So, what are we on? Let's have a look on
this
the.
is
Should we go 4-hour
this
chart?
is the weekly. Gonna do 4 hour.
Yeah, for our day traders, right?
I always like to get a good idea of how it's moved. This is going all the way back to December of last year. Sorry, December of the previous year.
Okay. If I was trading this, okay, because of that previous candle, to me that looks like very undecided market. Okay, looks like the bears won, right? But you can see, the wicks either side, they're more or less like the same side, right? So it pushed up. Yeah, this one here.
Yep.
So yes, sort of telling me it's undecided. I suppose the previous green candle you could maybe count that as the top. If I was to take a trade, I'd be looking for the next candle to open below that 9 moving average, and potentially I'd be taking a short position with my stop just above that high.
Okay, so taking a short kind of here somewhere,
Yeah,
and then putting a stop somewhere here or somewhere here.
yeah, somewhere there. Yeah, I'd be looking at putting a stop up there.
Okay, I did see a report last night. Japan decided to hold interest rates, and I think that's where this initial reaction happened. So I think policy-wise and politically, we could see a little bit of volatility today. But I don't know. I kind of like the short idea, Andrew, and I'm a little worried because whenever we agree on something, it tends not to work, right? It's like I don't know why. But yeah, I'm leaning short on this as well.
Do you want to put a pin in that, and we'll come back to it next week?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a
note. Let's do that. We'll review this next week. But yeah, if I was to trade that, I potentially would take a short position. But yeah, guys, not financial advice. I don't trade FX pairs, as you know, for the 1000th time. Myself and Mandela, we only trade the S&P 500 or ES on futures. So yeah, we'll come back to that.
Yep. Asha's saying that she's buying dips on silver calls on the dip. So keep us updated on that. Very active trading. So it'd be nice maybe to get you on the show sometime, Asha, if you're interested.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
sorry,
2
that's
o'clock.
Daniel. Sorry, that's Daniel. My apologies.
Yeah.
Daniel's killing
2 o'clock. So should we do the competition, and then I gotta make a move.
Yes. Let's do that. So we will do the prize giveaway, everybody. So no more entries for the prize giveaway. My apologies, Daniel. Here we go. So we have, looks like we got the lucky number 10 responses for today, which is good. Just a reminder, if you do win, just post on your X or Insta and make sure to include us on that post. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get all these here. Okay. Here we go. So all the best to everybody. I'm gonna ask you for a drum roll, please, Andrew. Can we get a drum roll, please? There we go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't break
There we are.
anything.
Let's go. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck. Looks like it's in the middle. Which one is it, Jackie?
You got Jackie, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations,
Well done.
Jackie. Well done for winning. So that'll be a $5,000 account with your name on it, and we'll try and get your progress as well. Let us know how you progress with that account over the next few days.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. So thanks, chat. Thanks, Mandela, and I'll see you all next week. Happy trading.
Same to you, my friend. All right, we're ready. We're gonna get ready for the U.S. Open in a moment. Not the tennis. We're talking about the markets, and just wishing everybody a positive day. Remember that you do not have to break any records. You don't have to make the most profit you've ever made in your life. You don't have to do anything out of the ordinary today. Today for us is about preserving capital, and that's exactly what we're going to do. From all of us here at Signature FX, and on behalf of our sponsors, City Traders Imperium, also known as CTI, I want to say have a wonderful Friday and happy trading.